Today we're going to be taking a look at the Neca, the Last Ronin, Casey Jones. So what is going on, my fellow collectors? How is everybody doing today? Daredevil19 here, and today you can see what we are taking a look at, the latest from NECA's Last Ronin TMNT line. So let's take a very quick look at the box, and then take a look at the figurine here. So for the box here, pretty basic for this line. Nice image of the character on the front. There's an image of the figure, and then we do have the window displaying the figure and the accessories. There's the bottom with the barcode, blah, blah, blah. And then there's the tippity top, the one side. Very nice artwork from the comic there. The other side, basic that we see on every figure in this line. Then the back, some promo pics, and there's a little bio. You can pause right now and give it a read. So let's get this open and take a closer look at Casey Jones. Taking a closer detailed look at Casey Jones here, and this is where NECA really shines. Their paint and sculpt detail, the mask looks beautiful. You can even see like the 5 o'clock shadow there. The hair sculpt is phenomenal. Look at that with the black mixed in with the brown. Looks great. Really dig the mask though. And then his armor is pretty cool. It is a softer rubbery type plastic, still restricts some articulation, but very nice wash on the brown there. I like all the comic book lines throughout the figure. You have the armor on the shoulder. The back of the armor looks good. You have a spot for the bats as well. I love the wrappings on the arm there. That looks great, man. Really nice job on the wrappings. And the pants turned out pretty good too. Some sculpted wrinkles with the black lines as well. And more sculpted wrinkles kind of around the knee and then mostly on the bottom. And the shoes look great too. They're so realistic, and I love the black paint added in them as well. And not too much going on the bottom, but anyway, let's move on to the height-a-roo here and to the very tippity top of Casey Jones' head. It looks like he's close to about 6.5 inches tall. And then let's see him compared to some other figures. So here we have the NECA, the Last Ronin, Splinter, and Leonardo. Then we have the Fury Toys, Samurai Force, Donatello, and Splinter. Now let's see him compared to some other Ninja Turtle figures. And here he is compared to the Mezco 112 Raphael. Then we do have the NECA Mirage Comics Leonardo. We have the Best Action Donatello. And then we do have the SH Figuarts Kakashi, one of my favorite figures. Then last here he is compared to the Marvel Legends X-Men 97 Wolverine. We have the SH Figuarts Monkey D. Luffy, Demonical Fit, 3.0 Goku. Then we have the Mezco Toys Storm Shadow. So there's the height and height comparisons. Now let's take a look at the accessories here. So Casey Jones is loaded with a lot of cool stuff. Head sculpts, ton of weapons, his bag, and hands, as you can see there. Very nice paint detail on all the accessories. So we do get 2 interchangeable head sculpts, one with the mask, one without. Then we do get a separate mask, which you actually can put on the unmasked head sculpt there. And then we get his weapons. We have a sledgehammer. Love that. We have the cricket bat. Then we do have 2 baseball bats, and then the hockey stick. Like I said, they have very nice paint detail on the weapons there. Then we do get his golf bag, which you can store all of his accessories. And then we do get a total of 9 alternate hands. So we get a pair of fists, a pair of gripping hands with a tighter grip, some open hands. Then we do get a pair of gripping hands with a more wide grip. And then we have another right gripping hand, which looks very similar to the wide gripping hand. So that is all the accessories included with Casey Jones. Now let's move on to the articulation. So now for the articulation, we do get some pretty good movements. So the head looks down, okay, not too bad. Looks up decently as well. You do get very nice pivot out of that joint. Then, of course, the swivel action. Then the torso doesn't really go forward too much, even though he has the rubbery piece, still restricts the articulation. Goes back a little bit better. Very nice pivot, though, as you can see. And then, of course, swivel action. Then the arms go out about 90 degrees. They do go up and down, of course. We have the true bicep swivel, double jointed elbows that bend in all the way. Then we do get the swivel and hingeroo on the wrist there. And then for the legs, he kicks forward pretty much 90 degrees, goes back a tiny bit. Then look at that. He can definitely Jean-Claude Van Damme it and helicopter it too. And then we do get the hip swivel. We have a swivel at the hip and the thigh. We have double jointed knees. Then we do get a swivel at the ankle. Hinges up all right. Hinges down a little bit better. Not the best pivot though. Overall, like usual, when it comes to NECA, they did a fantastic job with this last Ronin, Casey Jones. I really didn't have any issues with my figure, no stuck joints or anything like that, so thank God. The detail alone, though, really makes this figure worth your purchase. They know how to add proper paint detail to their action figures, unlike some other companies, and I'm even talking specific import companies. The sculpting is also on point, looks just like Casey from the last Ronin comics, and yes, I know, Casey Jones does look a bit weird without his long hair, but the detail from head to toe on this figure is outstanding and deserves that DD19 plus. Now for the articulation. It's not too bad. This isn't one of NECA's strong suits when it comes to their figures, but you still get decent movement. Like the torso does get restricted by that armor piece, but every other point of articulation is pretty good or good enough. And last we have the accessories, and they definitely hooked it up with Casey's weapons, his bag to hold his weapons, alternate hands, and an alternate head sculpt with a separate mask. So they made sure to give you everything a Casey Jones action figure needs. But this NECA TMNT Last Ronin line is really on fire. This is my 6th figure in the line, and I haven't been disappointed once with any of these releases. And I'm even more excited now for the next releases like Donnie and Mikey and whoever else they plan to make. So now let's head over to my rating for this figurine. Now for my rating for the NECA The Last Ronin Casey Jones, I think I'm gonna have to give this one a 9.4 out of 10. Like I said, this line has been on fire, and Casey here is another home run in this line. But anyway, that is my review of the NECA The Last Ronin Casey Jones. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts and opinions about the figure in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget, I will catch you on the next episode of Daredevil 19. And I will also see you guys later.
Whoa! Yahoo!
We shall start with revenge.
I am the knight. Gonna change the future.